To get close to the woman, the noble prince actually pretended to be a refugee, hoping she would take him home. However, the woman noticed his extremely luxurious clothes. Afraid of being tricked, she kicked the prince away with one foot and fled frantically with her maids. His guards hurried over to help him up. They thought the prince would definitely punish the woman, but to their surprise, the prince praised her for being smart. The next day, the prince disguised himself as a scholar. His handsome appearance finally caught the woman's attention this time, but what the prince didn't expect was that the woman offered him $1 million to be her lover. It turns out the woman was a reincarnated person. In her previous life, she had been the prime minister's wife. But when the prime minister returned from disaster relief, he brought back a woman. Her husband lied, claiming the boy's parents had died saving him, so he had taken in the boy and his cousin. The woman, who loved her husband deeply, had no doubts until all her family's property was transferred by her husband. Only then did she realize her husband had been deceiving her all along. The boy was actually the illegitimate child of her husband and his mistress, and her entire family had been killed by him. Yet her husband still refused to let her go, stuffed her into a coffin and buried her alive. But in the next second, the woman reincarnated back to the day her husband had just returned home. Everyone thought the woman would expose her husband's lies, but unexpectedly, she still agreed to let the mistress and the boy stay. The husband's family mocked her for being stupid, not knowing they had already been driven out of the house by her. For the woman had already asked her guards to find her a lover. She planned to get pregnant with a son to take over her husband's position as prime minister. This news happened to reach the prince, who liked the woman. So he immediately decided to hide his identity and become her lover. But little did he know the woman already had a target in mind. Using memories from her previous life, she went outside the city to look for a scholar. This scholar would become a high-ranking official in the future, and he was also extremely handsome. This news made the prince furious. His guards immediately decided to go kill the scholar. But the prince chose to take the initiative to pursue the woman instead. So he pretended to be a fleeing scholar and waited outside the city, hoping to catch her attention with his looks.